Hi there, this is Usman. I'll start off with a little bit of background. I went to college at Denison University near Columbus, Ohio as an international student, and since the beginning of my senior year, I've been very involved with Docs Options training programs. I graduated in May of 2013, and 2 weeks later, I started work with MasterCard in New York as part of their Associate Analyst program. I now work in New York, but I also help Doc with its options training programs. If you ever want to reach me, here is my contact information. So in this short video, I'm going to show you my approach to getting the most out of Doc's options trading programs. The idea here really is to show rather than tell about how you might benefit the most from Doc's programs. So I'll start off with two principles. So we're doing chapter 2, what, why options. Guiding principles. So I'll start off with two guiding principles that I've found to be immensely effective in learning through Doc's videos. So the first principle is to engage in active rather than passive learning. What that means really is that I want to be engaged when I'm learning. I don't just want to sit back and relax while Doc is doing all the talking. I want to pause the video in between. I want to think about what he just said, and I want to take notes of the big takeaways from each video. So let's put that down for you. Oops. Active learning rather than passive. And so the second principle that I found to be really useful is to break down everything he's teaching into tiny parts. This makes it easier for you to understand everything down to the finest detail. So there, I just told you how you might want to go about this. Now let's show you how. So let's start with chapter 2, what, why options. Now 50 seconds into the video, I paused and I took down one key takeaway Doc just explained, the book definition of an option. And so I need to put this book definition into words that I can easily understand. So let's see here. He's explaining the concept of an option. An option is simply a contract that allows you to buy or sell a given stock at a given time. Right? That's a good working definition of an option. Okay, good. Now I can move on with the video. So, I take this note and I play the video again, right? And I watch the video until there's another time when I realize I need to take down a note because Doc just made a point. So 3 minutes into the video, I paused again and I note down something that Doc just explained, right? So he just explained, and at 3 minutes I noticed that he just explained the concept of an option, like how it actually works beyond the book definition. It seems pretty simple, but will I remember that in 3 hours from now? Probably not, so let's write it down. So he's essentially saying that just like an insurance company, the options work just like an insurance company, and the buyer of an option pays a premium to avoid the risk of the stock price plummeting, and the seller receives a premium to carry that risk. That's essentially the fundamental concept that underlies options, right? And so, I took down that note, I paused the video, I took down that note, and now I'm going to play the video again until there's another time where I feel I need to pause, think, and take down another note. So you get the idea. You can see what I'm doing here. I pause the video whenever Doc makes a point. I think about what he just said, and then I put down the takeaway from what he just said in my own words. That not only increases the stickiness factor of what he's teaching, but it also helps my understanding of how options actually work. Now, the next thing he's the next moment when I pause the video is about 5 minutes into the video. So this is where he explains the application of an option, right? And so he's saying that if you're bullish on a stock, and let's say you don't have the money to buy it as yet, then you can potentially buy an option so that you can purchase the stock at its current price in 3 months from now when you have the cash. Now he wants that this is not how we're going to be using options, but it's good to keep that in the back of your mind, that that is one potential application of options. The next application he talks about is about 6.5 minutes into the video, where he's saying that essentially here's how we will be using options. We're going to be earning returns by getting into a bullish trade where we receive a premium as long as the price of the stock does not fall below a given point. And then, about 9 minutes into the video, I paused again and I took down another note where he just explained one other application of options. So he's saying that you can earn returns by getting into a bearish trade where we receive a premium as long as the price of the stock does not go above a given point. So you can see, I'm showing you how I go about these programs, and it's been very effective. What I'm doing is I'm increasing the stickiness factor of whatever he's teaching. I'm internalizing what he's teaching. I'm going to have a better memory of all these things that I'm writing down. And just putting things in your own words makes you better understand what he's teaching.